Hey there, Eric with RegFox here. In this video, I'm going to talk about testing. There are two primary ways in which you can test your RegFox page to test the experience and also test the data. So the first and easiest way to test is going to use the preview mode associated with the page builder here. This is going to launch a new tab, a new window, will allow me to test the entire process, show me the confirmation page, and show me the confirmation email, except none of that data will be saved. The alternate way is to use a dummy credit card processor, which I'll show you here in a few minutes, which will simulate a credit card charge and will save the data. It will save a record in your account. You can export that data. You can test the edits. You can do all the different things like a real credit card would do, except it's going to use a dummy credit card, but that data will be saved in your account. So the very first one is going to test the experience, but not save the data. The second one will simulate a credit card charge and will save that data. So let me show you both of those options now. So here in my builder, I have my sample registration page here. I'm gonna hit preview, and we know we're in preview mode because you can see this big ugly red bar that says that I am in preview mode. And if I go down to the credit card field here, you see that this is already pre-filled in, and it tells me that the credit card field is disabled because I'm in preview mode. So I can't actually put in a real credit card number in here. But this will allow me to test the confirmation page and email. So let me go ahead and fill this out real quick, and we can look at how this looks, and we'll explore the preview mode a little bit more. All right, so I have my information filled in here. I've just put some dummy details in here, and so it tells me I'm in preview mode. I can't change any of this credit card information. So even if I wanted to put in a real credit card number, it won't accept it, and I can hit submit. And so this shows me the confirmation page, shows me a dummy QR code. This will not work for check-in. I'm still in preview mode, so it shows me that big red bar. I go down to the billing information here, and I see that it is void. So none of this stuff is actually charged, but it shows me what that'll look like. And all of a sudden, also in my inbox, I just got an email with the same confirmation details as well. So the preview mode is going to allow you to test the registration experience, the confirmation page, and confirmation email, but none of this stuff has been saved into my account. Very cool. So it allows me to test the experience, but not have to work with tester data in my account. Now, there are situations where you might want to test the actual data itself. Some examples of why you'd want to do that is maybe you're setting up an integration with an external service. Maybe you're using Zapier and you want to test how the data goes in and out. You want to just test the workflows. You want to test what does it look like to modify registrants? What does it look like to do the exports? So that will need you to save the data to your account. And to do that, we will need to add a dummy credit card processor into our account. So let me show you how to set that up. You are going to go up into your account to the gear, and you're going to go to payment processors. And here, and I've got a whole bunch of test ones in here, so your account won't look like this, but we're going to hit add payment processor. We're going to choose credit card, and then for the provider, we're going to scroll down and we're going to choose the tester. And we're going to give it a name of dummy credit card processor. You can put anything you want in here. Just make sure it's denoted that it is a fake one. And you can put anything in here you want. Does not matter. So we're just going to put in some sample data. You can test additional currencies if you want, but we're going to add this to the account. And so now our dummy credit card processor is added to our account. So let's go back. We'll go edit to our page here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this page to that dummy credit card processor. That will now allow me to publish the page, interact with it as if it's real, and then use a very specific dummy credit card number to then test the data. So we're going to hit publish. And then for the payment method here, we are going to choose the dummy credit card processor. And voila, our page is now published. So I can view this published page. Now you need to remember that this will now behave as if it's a real credit card processor. And so we can go down here to the bottom. We don't have the safeguards that are going to prohibit a real credit card number, but this, because it's tied to a dummy credit card processor will not actually charge a real number. You have to use a very specific credit card number. And I'll show it to you here in a second. But let me go ahead and fill this out and we'll look at what this looks like. All right, I've filled out my information. An important detail to know when you're using the dummy credit card processor or the tester gateway here is that it will actually deduct from your limited inventory. So when I'm doing this, it is exactly the same as if I'm using a real credit card number, but I'm not. It's designed to accept a fake credit card number. Everything else will be exactly as if it was real. So the fake credit card number is 4 with all ones, and you can put in any expiration date and CVV number you want. And this is going to behave as if it charged a real card, but it is not a real card. I can't stress that enough. So you could try to put in a real credit card number in there, but it will not process it. It will decline it. And this is allowing us to test the data to be saved in real time. So we'll hit submit, and just like that, we get our confirmation page. And so the system behaves as if a card was charged. It's going to save the real data. And you see all of our details here. It's going to generate a real confirmation number. So that is the ability to now register, take out the inventory, test all the things, and the data is going to be saved. So if we go back here, exit out of the builder, and go back to the pages, I now can go to my registrations, and there I am. So my record now has been saved. And so this allows me to do a couple different things. I can view this registration record and I can do some modifications to it. If I want to test canceling, if I want to test making modifications to it, I now can test everything about this attendee and modify its selections without having to actually use real credit cards and refunding yourselves and canceling them. So that's the nice thing. So for example, if I wanted to upgrade my registration, we see that that modification is allowing me to test all of this. So I can test what it looks like to modify upgrades and downgrades and change things. And so that is what's really nice about the tester gateway, is you can do that. Same thing with the exports. I won't do an export now, but if I were to export the data from this page, all of this data will go into the export itself. So 2 great ways to test your RegFox account. One through preview mode, where you can test the confirmation page, the email, the entire experience. The other with the tester gateway, which is a dummy credit card processor, allowing you to save the data. Hopefully that's been helpful. Appreciate you watching the video here. Be sure to check out more of my videos for how to get the most out of RegFox. If you have any questions, reach out to our team. We'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you.